Good YouTube, it's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, man. Back at y'all with another one. So, we got some breaking news, man, some upsetting news, man. It's being rumored that Keith Thurman has injured his left hand, and the May 19th fight with an opponent he has yet to be named, because they never named the opponent. There was a lot of rumors of an opponent. There was a lot of rumors of him fighting Jesse Vargas and so on and so on. But long story short, the rumors are coming out that Keith Thurman has injured his left hand. If you're wondering, the injury that he suffered prior to that, the elbow injury, was his right elbow. Now it's being rumored that he's injured his left hand, and that his May 19th fight, looked like it's not going to take place. This is courtesy of Boxing News. It was on Boxing News. It's on ESPN, man. ESPN News. It's on a couple of different websites, you know. But yeah. So it's looking like Keith Thurman is not going to have a fight May 19th. But something that's even more disturbing is that he said he wanted to fight twice this year, and then eventually we'll get the fight between him and Errol Spence in 2019 or something. But now the way it's looking, if this holds up, this holds to be true, we might not get that Errol Spence fight till 2020. Because, now hear me out. Check me out. Because he's going to fight, now you say in May. He said he wanted to have 2 fights this year. One being the mandatory, the other being the tune-up. Right? Now, if he doesn't fight in May due to an injury, so you say, let's say it's pulled, the injury, they postpone in 30 days and the fight takes place in June 19th or something like that. I don't know the exact date. I don't even know if June 19th is a Saturday. But let's just say it was 30 days and it was June 19th, and then he was to have another fight. When? Because we know Keith Thurman he fights far and few in between. So if he was to have another fight, we talking November? Because he's not going to turn around. He said something interesting in an interview. He said that I had to put the camera down. Pardon me, y'all, but I had to put the camera down. But he said something interesting, because I'm holding the camera. But he said something interesting. He said that before his career is over. Now listen to this. Before his career is over, he wants to have 3 fights in 1 year, because he owes it to his fans and to himself. So that means he's only looking to fight twice a year for the remainder of his career. He said that hopefully his body can heal and stay healthy, and give him, the opportunity to fight 3 times in a year. He said another thing is, hopefully he could get a knockout, which will also help him have a quicker turnaround and fight more often if he get more knockouts, because it's not so taxing on the body between training and the fight. Now, with that being said, if he fights in the end of June, almost July, he's not going to turn around and fight 2 months, 3 months later. So you figure if he fights in almost July, you're talking about August, September, October, November. He might not have another fight till December. Now, granted, he said hopefully he'll see, and that the December fight will be his mandatory. So it will most likely be Sean Porter, because he also said in an interview Sean Porter is more deserving of a rematch than Danny Garcia due to the nature of the fight and the closeness of the fight, and the fight being the competitiveness of the fight being a close fight. So that being said, he also said that with his fight with Sean Porter, depending on how he feels, depending on how he reacts, how his body reacts in a big fight of that caliber, that's when he'll decide and make a decision when the Errol Spence fight will take place. Now, the thing about that is, if he doesn't feel good, because now not only we talking about his left hand and his right elbow, so now if his hand and his elbow don't feel right, don't look like we're gonna get that Errol Spence fight to 2020. And I'm starting to believe that Keith Thurman is damaged goods now. I'm starting to think that his body's falling apart, and that's why he want to fight so far and few in between. He don't trust his injuries, and he don't want to get in there with a killer like Errol Spence. That's what I'm starting to believe. But back to the situation at hand. That's my opinion of it. But back to the situation at hand, man. So Keith Thurman has injured his left hand. If you didn't know, his right elbow was the first injury. So, you know, who knows what's going to take place? You know, hopefully he turns it around quick, and he's good for the 147-pound division. He's undefeated. He's unified. You know, hopefully he makes a quick turnaround. Hopefully he gets back in the ring, and we can see him in meaningful fights. So I think that's the reason why he wasn't so sure about committing to the Jesse Vargas fight, because he knew, I think that his hand was already injured, and he already knew this, and now he thought that he could, you know, it would heal in time by May 19th, and I think he's having setbacks, and that's why this news is coming out. But let me know what y'all think about it. So Keith Thurman's left hand is injured. Prior to that, it was his right elbow that he had the surgery on. So I don't know, man. It's not looking good for Keith Thurman, but let me know what y'all think about it. That's all I got. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. And holla at your boy Blue. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. That's all I got for y'all. Blue Blood Sports TV. Peace.